I went to sleep at like 11 last night.
Yeah, but Amber and I were just talking in the next room. I didn't know if we woke you up or not.
No, I woke up to saving some guy's life out of a pool in a dream.
Really?
Some guy drowned in a pool.
I'll never forget the time I almost drowned.
Where were you when you almost drowned?
I was about 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents, at the time, I don't think I had, my little brother wasn't born yet. So my older brother is 4 years older than me. And we were at a motel, and they had a swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my mom had this big, huge fight because she made me wear a hair cap.
Mm.
You know, one of those rubber caps
Yep.
to keep my hair. And I bawled and cried, and, you know, I'm like 10 or whatever, and I didn't want to wear that. No, big, huge fight. She said, you can't go unless you wear that. No, I don't want to wear it. So she kept to it. So I put the stupid cap on my head. Went out to the motel pool, and they have those lines that go across, and here's the shallow and here's the deep end. Well, I was swimming, and when I was swimming, I went underneath that and didn't realize that I went into the deep end. And so when I went to stand up, because I was tired of swimming, there was no floor. And I was, you know...
Treading water.
Yeah. Well, some stranger says to somebody, is that a cap that I see, like a head cap? And my brother heard or something like that and knew I had one on and jumped in and pulled me out. But it was like, I still remember, I mean, it was so close. I was throwing up outside the pool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was literally throwing up. Mom and I went and took a shower together. But if it wasn't for that cap, I would have drowned probably.
Oh, wow.
I was that close. So that cap saved my life. Obey your parents.
Yeah.
They have a gut feeling and a reason. You never know why. So ever since, I've been scared of swimming. I have a big fear of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Such a bummer that one experience, you know, especially when you're young, can really ruin it for you for your entire life. And you're in certain situations where you have to force yourself to overcome that fear.
Yeah. It's weird because I don't have hardly any memories of childhood, but boy, I remember that. I remember that. Almost fell out of a car door. The window was cracked about this much. My dad went around the corner and the door flew open. I was able to grab on to that. And again, my brother pulled me back in. So I'm hanging and I can see the ground underneath.
Wow. You wild child.
Just accidental. Prone to... I won't forget that either.
I've got a funny story for you guys. It's rather embarrassing on my behalf. It's really funny.
Yes, let's hear it.
So, around the age of like 8 or 9 or 10, you know, I was obsessed with scaring myself with aliens. like aliens, like the sci-fi show Sightings.
Yeah.
You know it, Mike?
The television show what?
Sightings.
No, haven't
No.
heard of it.
Oh, it was just this aliens show about, like people would come and talk about, their encounters with aliens and this and that, and
Do you believe in aliens?
not now, it's just kind of like, maybe, I don't know, but I was sure that there were aliens, and I was sure that they were going to come and abduct me, and it was going to be soon. If I hadn't been abducted already and had my memory erased. Like my imagination was wild. Yeah. I was like 9. And the movie Fire in the Sky came out. And there was this movie about this man who apparently had been abducted. And so he gave, I think it was Steven Spielberg, this whole description, wrote a book about his time, that he was abducted.
A show called Taken.
Oh, really?
Steven Spielberg on Sci-Fi had a show called Taken.
Well, this movie was called Fire in the Sky, and I accidentally watched it. Scared the pants off myself. You know what I mean? And I had been reading all these books from the library about aliens, and so I knew what they looked like. I knew where they came. I knew what to do. You know what I mean? I was obsessed.
You knew what to do?
Yeah. In the event of an alien or coming like that, or whatever. And so my parents lived. Well, I grew up in a house at the top of a hill, and then my dad moved around after he got divorced. He moved around in neighboring neighborhoods and this and that, and just always stayed really close by. Well, so then he found a house 5 houses down from my mom in the same neighborhood, and he bought it, and he still lives there now.
Wow.
But my mom moved out of our original house. So anyway, it was during the 1 year span when they lived 5 houses away from each other. And so my mom was moving out, my dad had just moved in, and it was the summertime, and so there were people up at my mom's house moving out, and I had to shower, but I couldn't do it up at my dad's house. It was in the middle of the summer, and I was 9, so I was at my dad's house alone, and it was this new house, and the layout was kind of scary. It was an older house, it was big, and I was just kind of freaked out being there alone, and it was in the middle of the day. So I'm in the shower, and I keep the door closed while I'm in the shower, and I get out, I towel off, and I put my clothes on, I get out and I towel off, and I open up the door, and all of a sudden you hear this beep, 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 beep. I think I'm being abducted. I think there's aliens in the house. Completely butt naked, I run out. I run out of the house, and I cut through the backyards, and I run.
Completely naked?
Completely naked. I'm holding my towel, screaming.